NoFluxes has called out weak men, and NoFluxes is tired of beta cucks. There needs to be a change where these cucks stop rigging people out, where these cucks no longer have the control. Because you see, somebody needs to call them out. Somebody needs to stand up to these cucks. Because if no one does it now, they will rig it more and more. And then finally you'll see it's too late. Finally you'll see NoFluxes was always right. That he was never a real villain. And it was always backwards. But surely I will return.
I mean, at the rate that it's going though, it's getting pretty bad. It's getting really ugly. Like, they do blow it out of proportion, especially if they don't like you already. They definitely do that shit. If they don't like you already, they'll find any little thing, assume the worst, and then get a lot of people in on it together on purpose. And maybe some people are just kind of like vulnerable to that, and they get used in the scheme because maybe it's in their nature to like kind of go off a whim and not look into it, you know? Because there are a lot of people who got involved with it that I said before, it should never have gotten involved. I mean, you didn't see like the main top players getting involved, so it doesn't make sense. Like, people were just looking to gain a little, you know, some clout off it. There were some people definitely they were. They just were talking down on me and shit. Just for a couple little clout points. Like, dude, this is a big deal. This is slanderous, man. This is really ugly. If you're putting a label on someone to a point where it could follow them forever, in theory, it's a pretty big deal to do that. So, am I still banned? Well, am I really banned from anything other than Chicago? That's the real question. I'm not wanted. The TOs don't like me. But are they making formal posts saying I'm banned? It doesn't look like it, right? They just privately are saying, we don't want you here. Well, it's complicated. They're not letting me through for stuff, you know? I try to get in for Genesis. I try to get in for Apex, but they're being petty about it. They're trying to like use it as a weapon, like, we're gonna take away all of your, you know, rights possible, you know, within their realm, right? Obviously they can't go to my house and punish me, but they're setting a bad example though by like trying to take away everything they can, even if it means just the right to compete at a tournament. But still, yeah, I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple, dude. Some TOs really have a vendetta against me. It's not that simple. And again, there's no appeal process. You gotta look at what I'm talking about. If there's no appeal process and there's no real way to really like make it official, then that's the problem. It's like, you need to have like an agreement. You can't just blindly do things and expect to be welcomed back. Like, people are still gonna hate you, dude. Certain people, at least. To think that I'll be accepted back entirely, yeah, probably not. But, you know, at the end of the night, dude, like, I never got any apology for anything. And there are a lot of people that crossed the line with this already. And I never demanded shit. I never went on Twitter, like, saying, like, someone owes me that. I never did that, actually. But the system is bad. I've heard a lot of top players say that before. That, like, the bans are bad anyway. We should be looking at that. We should be looking at why it's already bad. Some of these cases are stupid as hell. And it needs to be dealt with on a civil level and not on a chaotic level, right?